Tom is about to meet his demise, Amy Rose is making her debut, and Metal Sonic is confirmed for the post-credit scene. These are just a few of the wild theories swirling around the Sonic fandom after the release of the first trailer for the highly anticipated and seriously hyped up sequel. One of the most exciting parts of any big movie's release is the build-up, the speculation, the fan theories, and diving deep into the internet to piece together the potential direction for your favourite franchise. And that's exactly what we're doing here today. I've scoured the interwebs and tapped into our awesome SLUURP community to gather all the best theories on what might happen in this epic prequel. So, enough preamble, I'm Connor for SLUURP, and these are 6 theories for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Theory 1. The end for Tom. Alright, let's dive into our first theory, straight from the depths of Reddit. This one comes from user FarCamera5766, who has a bunch of interesting and engaging theories for the third Sonic movie, but today we're zooming in on one that's really making the rounds. According to FarCamera, the trailer foreshadows Sonic's character eventually changing. At the beginning, Tom tells Sonic he hasn't changed who he is in his heart. Now, here's where it gets juicy. FarCamera goes on to predict that Shadow will kill Tom in the movie. Yup, you heard that right. Yeah, this certainly is a dramatic twist that set up early in the movie would certainly make the whole story hit even harder. Tom's death becomes so tragic for him, Sonic, that he ends up changing who he is, vengeful. This is why the trailer brings up Tom telling Sonic about his character changing, because this is one of the themes of the movie. Honestly, I'm kind of into this theory as a possible storyline for the third movie. I mean, imagine Sonic teetering on the edge, flirting with the dark side to seek revenge. It would definitely add some serious depth to his character. However, I think it's crucial that he eventually snaps out of it. Maybe he sees the pain it causes Shadow, or perhaps he remembers his dad's wise words. But hey, let's be real, killing off a main character in a Sonic movie? That's uncharted territory. It would be a bold move for sure, but also a risky one. Still, if they did ever want to find a way to drop Mr. Marsden from the series due to him supporting a PDF file, this would be a pretty good way to do it. Theory 2. Robotnik and Sonic team up. Alright, let's move on to a moment that might not be getting as much buzz, but one I'm personally super excited about. The team up between Sonic the Hedgehog and Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik.
Look at us. Hey, look at us.
Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought?
Not me.
Now, there is a ton of theories flying around about how this unlikely alliance is gonna play out. Over on Reddit, for example, user OKMind shares their thoughts. I'm really looking forward to this team up, but it's obviously not gonna end well. Yeah, not exactly the most mind-blowing theory, right? I mean, it's almost a given that Robotnik is gonna betray Sonic at some point, a classic Robotnik move, but if we dig a little deeper into the comment section, we find something pretty intriguing. User Jackson Hunter 277 offers some pretty interesting speculation. I personally believe this is an excuse to secretly study him more, so you know, they can replicate him. I love this idea. It's so on brand for Robotnik and would add a whole new layer to his character development. But here's the big question. Why exactly would Robotnik want to replicate Sonic? Well, segue, theory 3. Bring in Metal Sonic. Yeah, no prizes for guessing where we're headed next. It's time to dive into some theories about how Metal Sonic could make his debut in the third movie. Fans are absolutely hyped to see this metallic doppelganger appear, and honestly I think there's a pretty solid chance it could happen. Over on our SLUURP community tab, we asked you for your theories, and Kuro Getsuga 26 came in with a great one. I'm getting super Godzilla vs Kong vibes from this poster and the trailer. You all know the drill. First Team Sonic vs Shadow, then enter Metal Sonic. Sonic and Shadow team up, happy ending with explosions, roll credits, LOL. Yeah, that kind of makes a lot of sense, right? It's straight out of the Batman v Superman or Godzilla vs Kong playbook. You know, two rivals with a fiery grudge match, but then a bigger, badder threat shows up, one that's too powerful for either of them to take down alone, so they set aside their differences, at least for now, to defeat the common enemy. While I could see it all going down this way, I'm personally hoping Metal Sonic gets a little bit more build up. Theory 4. Headphones improve physical activity. Alright, this might not be the most groundbreaking theory ever, but hey, it's gotta be said. As someone who's been trying to improve their speed and run fast as Sonic himself. That's right, that fast, boy! I need some motivation to keep up with his pace, and here's my theory. The key to a great run is having the right headphones to boost your workout. But here's the deal with headphones. You don't want any run-of-the-mill set, or run-of-the-treadmill. No, you want that superior sound quality, comfort, and of course durability, and that's exactly why we're proud to partner with Lytmi to showcase their cozy fit open-ear headphones. When Lytmi say they're dedicated to groundbreaking audio experiences, they mean it. Weighing in at just 6.7 grams, they are the world's lightest open-ear headphones. Seriously, it feels like I'm wearing nothing at all. And don't worry, this compact design doesn't compromise on sound quality. In fact, these headphones deliver incredible audio, especially on those really bassy and heavy tracks. It's all thanks to their advanced Bluetooth technology. And you want to hear my favourite feature? These headphones give you 8 hours of use on a single charge, plus 30 hours total with the included compact charging case that fits right in your pocket. This is a game changer for me, because honestly, I just hate charging things and I never remembered to do it. So yeah, I could go on and on about these bad boys, but let's switch it up for a second. I imagine you're at home now thinking, yeah Connor, these sound great, but how much do they cost? I don't have hundreds of pounds to throw around on top quality headphones, cause he lives and all that. Well, what if I told you these headphones go for just $39.99 in good old American dollars? And what if I told you the SLUURP community gets a 10% discount with code SLUURPTV when purchasing through their official website? Oh, and there's an even bigger 20% discount with purchases made using our exclusive discount link in the description and pinned comment. For those of you who have been with us for a while, you know we're pretty picky about who we partner with, and I'm genuinely excited to be working with Lytmi because they are the real deal. So go check out their cozy fit open-ear headphones. Thanks again to Lytmi for sponsoring this video. Now, let's get back to our list. 5. Metal Sonic for Sonic 4. Alright, let's talk about a big one, Metal Sonic. Now I know a lot of fans are hoping that Sonic 3 will be an absolute explosion of brand new introductions for characters. The calls for Rouge, Amy Rose, Metal Sonic and even Big the Cat have been extremely loud on social media. But hear me out, I actually don't want to see that happen. I know, boo, I suck, right? But no, listen up. Sonic 1 was all about introducing this version of the Blue Blur and setting up Robotnik as the main antagonist of the series. Then Sonic 2 started to dip its toes into more Sonic lore, bringing in Knuckles, Tails as major new characters. Now this third movie is already giving us so frickin' much. We've got Shadow the Hedgehog, his entire backstory of Maria, and oh, don't forget, Gerald Robotnik. If we start introducing a bunch of other beloved characters, will they get the spotlight they deserve? There's a real risk they might get lost in the chaos, and that would be a shame. This is a franchise that has done such a great job of making us care about each character, and I would hate for that to get diluted. Okay, with all that preamble out of the way, let's head over to our community tab and check out a comment from Randalee6026. They say, I think they're gonna try to kind of stick to the arc from the Sonic X series with Project Shadow, but they could put a twist where Eggman turns against them like normal, but with the quill that Sonic gave them in the trailer. He uses this to make Metal Sonic. No matter how they do it, I'm gonna love every minute of it. First of all, I love this theory. I kind of forgot about the whole quill moment in the trailer, and it makes so much sense that this could be used to create a Terminator style Sonic. But if we introduce a Metal Sonic in this way, I think Parvisla Bo has the perfect way to do it. Robotnik dies, and in the post-credit scene, Stone swears revenge and completes Metal Sonic using the quill from Sonic in the trailer. Yes, Yes, 1000% yes, Metal Sonic should totally be a post-credit scene. That way everyone in the Sonic community will absolutely be hyped for the next movie, just like we are for Sonic 3 right now. You could sell the movie on Metal Sonic, he's the selling point. You make Metal Sonic a threat like nothing we've seen before, one that forces Sonic to assemble a team of iconic characters to take him down. Gold Golem has a similar idea, saying, "I'd rather them go to Sonic Adventure 2 style and keep the ending as it is in the game with a common enemy, then set up Metal Sonic for Sonic Movie 4, if that's Jim's last movie in the franchise." I mean, it works, right? If Jim Carrey retires after Sonic 3, we're definitely gonna need a new big bad. And if the writers and directors want to start teasing that Sonic 4 could be based on Sonic CD, I think a lot of people would be super excited. As that would also probably mean we'd get yet another beloved character making her debut. Theory 6. Amy Rose is already confirmed for Sonic Movie 3. Okay, if you've been following the SLUURP YouTube channel for a while, then you'll know there's one character Sonic fans are desperate to see in the third movie, aside from the already announced crew, and that is 100% Amy Rose. I mean, come on, fans are absolutely ravenous to see the pink hedgehog make her debut, and I totally get it. It would be awesome to have a gal join the squad. Plus, I'm super excited to see how this fantastic filmmaking crew would adapt Amy to fit a cinematic environment, not to mention modern sensibilities. We've actually made a video diving deep into all the evidence suggesting that Amy Rose might appear in the third movie, so here's a little clip from that video.
Sonic writers Pat Casey and Josh Miller teased that a certain pink hedgehog might make an appearance. As Games Radar reports, during the event, the duo was asked several questions about Sonic 3. Obviously, they couldn't answer all the questions or give too much away, but they still hinted at some possible inclusions in the film, specifically Amy Rose. While the two couldn't say for sure whether the fan-favorite hedgehog would show up in the film, they did offer some hope. Instead of a flat-out no to the question, the pair said things were in the works.
If you want to catch that full video after this one, there will be a clickable link in the outro and down in the description below. So with all that groundwork laid out, did you know that there's actually more than a few fans that believe the first trailer for Sonic 3 may have actually given away the fact that Amy is going to be in this movie? Fantastic Sonic YouTuber Mason Parkinson touched on this in one of his videos. Here's a little clip.
If you take a closer look at this shot when Sonic, Knuckles and Tails are watching as Robotnik's spider drone thing is walking towards them, I'm just going to see if you notice it first. Yeah, they look very off-center here in this shot for some reason. Now, Benj even went through the process of adding in a movie Amy render just to see if it fit, and taking a look at this, it definitely looks more in place seeing 4 characters stood there next to each other. That fits more than the 3 off-center.
Mason is a top-notch source for all things Sonic, so you should definitely check out his channel. We'll link to that in the description down below too. So with all that said, has the Sonic community officially gone nuts? Are they all turning into conspiracy theorists, overanalyzing every single frame? Well, probably yes, but there is some precedent for this kind of thing happening before. This shot in particular reeks of Spider-Man No Way Home. If you somehow missed the hype around that marketing campaign, the trailers famously edited out Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man to save that as a big surprise moment for theaters. So could we be seeing the same sneaky editing tricks here with Amy? Maybe. I'm not 100% sold that this is definitely happening, but once we get a few more trailers, I think we'll have a much better idea of whether or not Amy Rose is being cleverly edited out for a surprise later on. Theory 7. G.U.N are the good guys? Honestly, I'm so deep into theories and speculation about the third Sonic movie, it's probably not healthy. While hunting for more theories, I stumbled across this great article from GameRun, which asks a pretty wild question. Are G.U.N the good guys now? For those who might not know, G.U.N is the fictional military organisation first introduced in Sonic Adventure 2 as a stand-in for the US military. In the games, G.U.N are usually shown as a pretty negative group, committing violent acts such as engaging in some seriously morally questionable behaviour, like slaughtering scientists and yes, even killing a child, something we might actually see in Sonic Movie 3. But here's the twist. In the recent Sonic the Hedgehog movies, G.U.N is portrayed in a much more neutral or even slightly positive light. Sure, they're still an antagonist force in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but by the end they don't really quite seem as villainous as they appear, more aligned with Sonic and his friends. Honestly, I thought by the end of Sonic 2 they were going to be set up as the big bad, using Shadow as their puppet to take down Sonic and the crew in Sonic Movie 3. But nope, it actually looks like it might be the other way around, and they might be teaming up with Team Sonic. So could Sonic the Hedgehog 3 be aiming to show G.U.N in a more nuanced or even sympathetic light? Still, based on what we've seen in the trailer, it also hints at some scenes reminiscent of G.U.N's more sinister actions from Sonic Adventure 2, like storming a research facility and the tragic killing of Maria. In my mind, and as this article theorises, there could very well be a twist where G.U.N appears to be aligned with Sonic, but their true nature and dark past start to come to light. Heck, they might even be revealed as the true big bad of this movie, and I honestly think that is a brilliant move moving forward, especially if we're going to continue this franchise without Jim Carrey's Robotnik as the main villain. G.U.N turning out to be the real villains would shake things up in a fresh way and open a whole set of new possibilities for the franchise. And that's our list. Which theory did you think had the most credibility? Which one do you feel is definitely gonna happen? Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. And hey, while you're down there, why not share your own theory for the next Sonic movie? And you never know, you might be featured in our next video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more Sonic Movie 3 coverage as we race all the way to the movie's big release day in December. I've been Connor for SLUURP, and I'll see you in the next one. Early in Inside Out 3, Riley's parents sit her down and explain that her granddad is very ill and needs care. We're moving back home, they explain, but for Riley, is that home anymore? She'll be leaving her school, her hockey team, her new friends. She feels all sorts of new and complicated emotions, shame and guilt amongst them.